Okay, looks like we're up and going. Had to rush through dinner. I didn't realize it was so late. So where are we at here? We got all the rough shape, and I was just gonna start the rough detail. I gotta turn that volume down. So let's get some of the rough detail going. I think I started back here. I'm just going to leave those edges sharp for now. I just want to get the rough detail blocked out. See what we're looking at here. So let's take this and move it up a bit. It's just always hard to determine where to start trimming and moving and let's see, I'm gonna cut this. Cut these parts away. At least cut these away from this central hub here. I don't know why, but that doesn't look like it is steep enough. Because that looks almost vertical. I can change that a little bit. Here, let's see. Kind of change the scale a bit. I don't know where I like it. I think I'll do that. That should be all right. Now I'm going to cut these. At least put a bit of a... Well, actually, we can have those meet in and put the panels up to have them separated from the edge there. Let's cut these holes. Let's see. So make sure I got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Oops. It looks like it's pretty split evenly, so can always adjust it later. So I'm just gonna assume we're kind of in the center. Of course, this isn't gonna be perfect. For some reason, that just looks too small. Actually, what I might do for the time being, I'm going to split those out. Just in case I don't like where it's at. Because 1, 2, 3. And there's none in the back cut out there. So let's take a cylinder to these guys and okay, so I am I mirrored that across the whole deal, so cut the holes in there. Throw a cylinder in here and quick and dirty. And we'll just eyeball it. Let's do that just a little closer up to here. A lot of guesswork involved. So what do we got? We got playing a cylinder 12. And intersect it. Nope. Difference. I'm going... Oh, that looks good. I'm going to go to apply that and see what we got here. Cool. That looks good. Ramp up the detail when we start putting pipes and whatnot in there. Hey, Cloraxi. If I pronounce that right, Caloraxi. How you doing? Now, looks like these engines are not round like I had initially. Though I kind of like the round look. But I'm going to actually make another piece that's more in line with the shape on the model here. So I think there'd be 8. I'm gonna guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So rotate this 22.5 and kind of make our new engine block here. I'm gonna actually cut this in half. So we can just mirror that and whoa. Have to bring down the size here. Yeah, that looks close. Drag this out. So I'm going to get this before I add any more detail. And I'll delete that one. So yeah, I think that fits a little bit better with the overall design of the ship. Actually, I'm going to join those again and redo this. Saved. Okay, so it looks like I saved another copy of the ship just so I can go ahead and screw this up all I like. Looks like I got some doubles. There we go. I'll just bring that down a little bit for the time being. So, got that detail. Let's see what the sides of these. Am I gonna have to kind of guess at the shape there? Can't tell if that's just kind of taken in? It looks like it. Let's see what it looks like. And actually do a little bit of a lip here. Whoops. Only thing is, I don't really know how deep it is, so we will give it a guess, and then I'm gonna actually flatten this. So that looks good. I know this. Oh, it looks like I already have it inset a little bit, but here we need. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna actually bring this up a bit. Now, just trying to guess. I know it's not just flat. There's a little bit of a overhang, except in the back here. But around the edge, I'm gonna go with like the Falcon has that little inset part. Yeah, we can always change that, but I'm going to take this shape I'm going to duplicate that and then create a new little object out of it. I want to inset it a little bit so we can just bring it in a little bit and whoops, I'm going to turn that back on, the clipping, so I can meet it up in the center there. Might make the edge a little bit thicker, but I think that'll serve pretty good actually. And once I get the edges kind of beveled, it's going to look a little bit better. It looks awfully blocky right now. And I don't know if I'll leave this. I might leave that hole because I can have pipes running into there or something. Ooh, I gotta take the top of this shape off. No idea why that's not as deep as I want it to be. Oh, I see what I did. I extruded this and created a bottom for it. Let's actually do this. Inset this just the same as I did the other piece, maybe a little bit further. Bring it in a little bit further, and then I'm going to delete all those faces. Now I have my pit back here. So I know that this should meet up here. Let's see. Some more guesswork. So this should actually just come straight back. Close these areas off. So let's just take this for the moment and delete those. Now I just got to close these little bits off here with a wall. I kind of want to fix this. I have to make sure I don't screw that line up. This is where the finagling comes in. Now let's just get this look first and see if it's gonna work. I'll maintain that edge. That's that. Bring that one back too. I gotta see what that's even connected to. Oh, I brought that into inside that other extrusion. Oh, just put it there. I'm gonna have to hide that so I can fix this line here. To which I'm gonna bring in that's not gonna help me. I was gonna bring in the other copy of the model I had, but let's just take straighten that. Oh, this is just kind of getting a little. Straighten that out. Just trying to straighten this little bit here first, and then well, that looks. No, it doesn't. You know, that is going to be something that I can straighten up later. I just want to get some more of this detail blocked out. So what do we got? We have I'm going to take this to another layer here. And turn that clipping on and close that off there, and I think I gotta close the yep. So just do that with I thought I had nope, gotta do that other side too, so let me do this real quick and see, is it mirror? If it's mirrored across, I'm gonna actually remove mirror that piece across and mirror this piece across, and let's see what we got. I don't like the way that meets up in there, but there's really no good way to tell how that comes together. I guess when I get down to detailing it, I can make it look a little more seamless, I guess, or at least so it's just not running into each other like that. So a little bit of minor detail, not necessary at the moment, but that's what we're doing. Smooth that out. So I like the way those look. Let's see. I just want to fix this. I don't know. I could cut a little bit of that out so it matches. I'm going to put just a put something in here that will cover all that up, but I'm going to notch this out. Try to match the. I gotta draw the lines on this object. I can't. Oops. There, now I can kind of see what I'm matching up here. I'll just cut it kind of in a bit. I'll just do it right there for the moment, and then we can always take out more if we need. Yeah, and this can be kind of filled in with some detail. I suppose I got to do this one, yep. I'll just zoom way in here. Yeah, I'll just match that for the moment and cut that guy out. Alright, it's starting to shape up. I'm going to turn the wire off of this one. Let's see what's next. I'm really avoiding that top piece. Oops. Yeah, that's not what I want to do. Let's, since this is going to need to be inset, I'm not going to leave it for the moment because I don't want to take the mirror off just yet. That can be one of the later things to do. And anything else I can cut or set this little window in. I gotta cut these windows out too. And there was a couple windows in one of these, like in the hallway or corridor or whatever, kind of like that, so I'll cut those in there. Now what is that? That's a straight up round. I can actually just put that in for the moment. Let me do this. Figure on center window. Yay big, and then give it a bit of a. I think that looks fairly decent. Now let's create the shape for, ooh, I can use use this engine back here for the windows. I'll just duplicate that and move it up. Let me move all this stuff back to first layer. Alright, so we got, oops, wrong one. So move that off to the side. I'm going to need to actually fill this in. Just apply this mirror. Make a solid object or it's not going to work for a Boolean. So let's just scale that down. Kind of position that a little bit. So this might be a little, I'm going to just do this on the straight on the top. Let's do this, and so I can center it. Oops. I don't know if that looks wide enough or not. Pull it out a little bit and oops. Reset the origin there. So that's circle 16. Let's cut some let's see. Well, if that's on the center line, I'm going to rotate actually delete some stuff. I want to make a mirror out of this. Let's do 45 degrees. Well, let's see what this does. So I've got circle 16. Well, let's just apply that and see. Huh, that looks good. I want to bring this back to the upright. So I want to use it for these windows. This should be interesting. I'm gonna move these over. Yeah, I think that'll serve good. I'm gonna move that back. And rotate 90. Let's see what we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 total. Looks like the same size and then 2 small ones. I got 1 on this one. So different design. Which one do I like? Kind of like this one. Let's just cut. Well, actually, we don't have a lot of room. Let's do this version, kinda. So I'll have 1 big window, 2, 3, and just go around. And I'm gonna center this here. Make them a little bit bigger. So we got 1. Kind of keep them on the same level. So I'll do right about there, but I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I don't know how this is going to cut, but we'll see. Let's a little bit more. So I can actually copy this around. I'm gonna try something here. I don't know if that's centered, but we'll see. Good enough. So I figure that's 50, 60 degrees. So let's do and then 100. I'm just placing these now before I cut it just to see what it looks like. Do another 50 degrees. I just want it to look good. Well, let's do them straight over the side then. But they're kind of big. Actually make smaller ones. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I want to do 2 in the back too. So I don't know if that's just too. Actually, that would be a cool look from the inside. Do so I do want to make a shorter one, so instead of distorting the edges, I'm just gonna, so I've already kind of shrunk it a little bit. I'll do 60%. Yeah, it's a little bit smaller, but it's more evened out. I can put the other window down there, and actually you should put the big one in the back too. Let's see. Now I could group all these together and do the Boolean, and we can see there's a lot of geometry there, so we'll see. Huh. Or is that too much for Windows? Along the top I like. I don't know if I like those ones on the bottom though. but I'm determined I want those there. I'm gonna delete this though. I don't. Let's keep trying. I don't know if I'd rather make it smaller or just narrower. Let's do smaller and then narrower. Or just making it smaller, we'll do that. Don't know how high that is of the. Make sure not running into the. Huh, that might work. And I suppose there's no back on this thing. Oh, there it is. Well, there's that. And let's see. I think that'll look good. Well, first I'm going to save this. I'm going to group everything and then try one Boolean operation and see if it works. Yeah, for some reason those didn't. Let me pull. Pull that out farther. I'm going to see if I can do that. Just make sure there's enough stuff there to cut. That should be okay. This one needs more. Alright, I'm gonna try this out and we'll see. See what happens. Let me save this now again. Rotation scale. So what's that called? Circle 16. Let's see if I can crash Blender. I don't think it worked out too well. So let's not do that. So so this might just be a bunch of separate looks clean. Gonna apply that and it looked okay. Let me do these big ones first. That's 17. That is a pretty clean cut. Now it's going to come down to triangulating that thing, making it clean. So there's circle 22. This might look pretty cool after it's done. Detailing around the windows is going to be a pain, but damn, I forgot what. It's 21. There's number 18. Whoops. This is a lot of guesswork on my part. And there's 19. This is tedious. It's 23. I should start naming the pieces. This is gonna turn into a big mess. I think I'll do that before next week's stream. So I think I'll cut it off here after I'm done getting these windows cut out and get it kind of put back together, and we'll take a look at it. That's 20. Either they really changed the Boolean code or whatnot, or I'm doing something right, but either way, this has been pretty painless. Look at that. Alright, let's move that back to 1. Yeah, they're a little deep right now, but I'll be able to fix that up with some quick edits, and once we get some glass in there, alright, made some progress. Getting close to, I think next time we'll be fixing up all the edges of these larger parts so they're not so sharp. Beveling all these edges, and then I will have to start unwrapping these bigger pieces once I get these sharp edges taken care of and kind of finalize these windows. But overall it'll be a lot more refined looking than it is now. But I think we got a lot of good detail blocked out, and I can get rid of this. So there we have it. We'll be back next week, same time, Monday. Hope you enjoyed everything. Appreciate you watching. And we'll see you next Monday. Later.